Fixing up one of the greatest used cars of all time, and a very cool concept car from Mazda. I'm Rick Walker. All that and a whole lot more coming up right here on the SST Car Show. SST is brought to you by Stark Auto Sales, home of the ultimate worldwide scratch and dent car sale. Hi everybody, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome to the SST Car Show. Let's head to Las Vegas, Nevada to the SEMA Auto Show first. That's where we were able to connect with Steve Liu, who showed us his pretty cool BMW 318i Custom. And this is a Beamer.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about how this whole project got started.
So it started about 6-7 years ago. It's a 91 318i coupe. It started completely bone stock, nothing fancy about it. I originally started as a Spec E30 race car. So we did, the spec suspension, spec motor and everything. And I kind of got the bug. It bit me real hard and I wanted more. So we started with a full coilover set by Megan Racing. Went ahead and basically did a full maintenance on the M42 motor, which is the 4-cylinder 1.8. And then at that point, again, I got bit by a bug. Wanted to do more, and I just looked into body kits for the car and kind of landed on the Pandem kit. And it took a while to get because it's not a kit that you can just buy off the shelf. You do have to order from Japan. It takes a couple months. This was kind of my childhood dream. So growing up, I watched the 80s DTM race cars, and I loved the M-Power livery on the E21. And so this was kind of an homage to that. So as you can tell, all of this is painted on other than the decals, but nothing is left as far as undetailed. All of the body panels were redone. We took the moldings off. We even took the wipers off because I didn't like the way the wiper looked. Interior is just your basic kind of race car look. It's got the full carbon Kevlar race buckets, a full half roll cage by Studio RSR. And as far as interior, I left it very basic, very just necessity-wise. And then the motor-wise, we did an S52 swap with a S50 valve cover and OBD1 swap for the manifold. Very daily drivable, and I do daily drive this car every day. But other than that, it's just something that I grew up wanting to drive as a kid. It's just an 80s race car.
You say that some people keep saying boost it or do more to generate more horsepower, but you don't really want to.
I really don't want to, because as a daily car, the car weighs 2,500 pounds or so. And you're talking a 3.2 liter straight six, which has plenty of torque to pull this thing. I don't need more power in the sense that it's a daily car. I want it reliable, I want it dependable. So when I built the S52, we did a full refresh on all the bearings, all the main bolts, all the seals, new oil pump, new fuel water pump. So this car should last me another 80,000, 90,000 miles without any issues. And it's got plenty of power. I don't understand, the whole obsession with, supercharging and turbocharging. A lot of my friends are going to hate me for this, but if a car can't handle it and you're, doing burnouts in third gear, it's not a daily drivable car. And also, too, is in California with our smog rules, it's something you want to keep on the DL on what's under the hood. And if you have something that's crazy horsepower, like an instant, you'll get lit up by a cop and game over. You got to pull everything out and return it back to stock.
Why don't you climb in and just point a few things out for me?
So right now, we're running on Technocraft carbon Kevlar front seats. The back is actually a full black carbon. OMP 4-point seat harness that I actually had to buy from Europe because they didn't carry the 4-point saloon style here in the States. We're running a Momo Prototipo 6C carbon fiber steering wheel. It also has a Momo quick release or an OMP quick release. That's not so quick because it sometimes binds but it's a beautiful piece to go with the carbon Kevlar. And another small piece that a lot of people don't see is my gauge cluster was custom built with a full carbon fiber backing and also the E46 front faceplates. It's running on AccuAir E-Level air suspension right now. And also another cool little pick is it's running on an IRP self-centering shifter. So that whole setup, it drives great, it shifts on point, don't really have any issues, but like I said, everything in here it still has the original carpet from 30 years ago. Condor race, speed shop, door cards, rear seat deletes, and then the beautiful, cage of the half cage from Studio RSR. And that's pretty much it. You don't need much to kind of build a race car look. It's more of removing for a race car.
Yeah, it is a race car, but it's a great daily driver.
Yes, it's a beautiful daily driver. And a lot of people wonder if these seats are comfortable enough to drive on a daily street basis, and I'll tell you, it is. It is probably one of the most comfortable seats I've had, even though it is a fixed bucket. The seat is molded awesomely, has a perfect rake to it. I don't have any issues.
They'll go away right after these messages. We'll show you the Shinari, a concept car from Mazda.
The Super Geeks Pandora Box 11 Plus is the ultimate retro video game system with upgraded computer processor, full high-definition video output for use on modern TVs, arcade-quality backlit buttons and toggles, the most games with over 3,000 8-bit and 16-bit classics, Super Mario, Pole Position, Mario Andretti Racing, and thousands more. Call 1-866-248-1490 or order online at supergeekssuperstore.com. Super Geeks.
Watch movies, sports, and TV shows with no monthly fees. Get your Super Geeks Android's TV box. Simply connect to your TV with the supplied HDMI cable and connect to Wi-Fi. Watch what you want when you want, on demand in high definition, even 4K. A great alternative to cable, Netflix, satellite, and video rentals. Don't settle for a smart TV. Turn your TV into a genius with a Super Geeks Android TV box. Boxes start as low as $39.99 with full warranty. Pays for itself. Select from thousands of free online shows. We even provide remote service so you'll never be without your TV. Updates itself automatically. 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Available at thesupergeeksuperstore.com.
The Lotus, finally, an affordable hearing aid solution. Superior sound at a fraction of the price. From Siemens and Super Geeks. Hearing aids can cost as much as $4,000, but during this program, the Lotus is on sale for just $99. It has a digital processor that reduces background noise. Order through this special Super Geeks Electronics offer for just $99. Act now. Operators are standing by. Free shipping. Satisfaction guarantee means there is no risk to you.
It fits behind my ear very comfortably and I don't even realize I'm wearing it.
Order now to get tonight's special pricing at 1-866-248-1490. Change your life for the better. Hear conversations again. Watch TV. Talk on the phone again. These are high-quality hearing aids by Siemens, an industry leader.
Hearing aids are so expensive, but this was very reasonable. I now can hear what people are saying, even in a noisy restaurant or a noisy environment.
These are high-quality hearing aids by Siemens, an industry leader. Order now at 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or visit supergeekssuperstore.com to order.
Now I can hear everything, and it's changed my entire life.
Order now for just $99. 1-866-248-1490.
Sally hates paying for cable TV, so she got the Super Geeks Super Tenna. Sally called 1-866-248-1490 and ordered online at the supergeeksuperstore.com. Now she watches dozens of high-definition TV channels for free. Sally gets all the major networks and specialty channels, even old classic shows. You can too, and save money every month. 100% legal, no more monthly fees. Her picture quality is as good as or better than cable. She even gets channels the cable companies don't offer. Compact enough to mount in your attic or on your balcony, and tough enough to mount on your roof. Plus, the Super Tenna comes with a video amplifier and wireless remote control. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Get smart like Sally and order your Super Tenna at supergeeksuperstore.com.
Turn back the hands of time with antique Chevrolet parts. Since 1971, we've been sourcing parts from around the world to help you restore and maintain antique Chevs. No tail fins? We have your parts. Call us toll-free at 1-866-767-2787. Get help from a real person or go to antiquechev.com. Download a catalog, order online, delivered to your front door. Antique Chev, helping you turn back the hands of time.
I'm Rick Walker. Welcome back to the SST Car Show. If you look at today's Mazdas, they all have one thing in common. Every car, the design of it, it seems to flow. And a lot of that comes from an old concept car called the Shinari. The Shinari was unveiled way back in 2010, but it's worth a second look because this car has rarely been seen in public. Look at the front grille, the rounded flared fenders, the aggressive air scoops on the front. And when you do look, you'll see many of the design elements from this car are now present in Mazdas that are on the road now. It's long, it's low, it's a 5-door hatchback. When working on this car, the design team used the catchphrase, nature flow. They say this car is like a soul in motion. Shinari is about bringing form to life. The exterior of this vehicle is the work of Korean designer Young-wook Cho, who worked for Hyundai Kia before moving to Mazda. This concept is practical. This is a car that was just an idea back in 2010. Now many of its elements are a reality. And now a look at our latest project car, a 2007 Volkswagen Golf City. When I came across this 2007 Volkswagen Golf City, I just had to have it. Yeah, it's used. It has about 150,000 miles on it, but it was cheap. That's just one reason it's so great. It had a solid body, the drivetrain was in good shape. It just needed a little tender loving care. It was a perfect car to fix up. Because they've been produced in such great numbers, you can get a lot of used parts out there for very reasonable prices from auto recycling yards. There are some parts that you may have a little bit of difficulty finding, like the brake line that we put on the rear of this I had to get from the dealer because it's a Volkswagen and we are in North America. And some of the things on Volkswagens they sort of do backwards compared to the Japanese or the North American automakers. Like for instance, the lug nuts on these. With a North American car or a Japanese car, you have a stud and you put a nut on it. But with the Volkswagen, you have really a bolt that goes into the hub. So it's sort of done backwards. But once you sort of get used to that and you have the tools that you need for Volkswagen specifically and you get to know the car, it sort of grows on you after a while. I was never a huge Volkswagen fan, but this car has really started to grow on me. These cars were basic and practical. VW built these in Brazil and sold them in Canada. Equipped with a 2-liter 8-valve 4-cylinder engine, producing just 115 horsepower, you wouldn't expect much from a car like this. But the engine produces a lot of torque, and the Golf is a tried and true design. First, I replaced the worn front seats with a set of seats from an auto recycling yard. There were a few dents and scrapes on the driver's door, the driver's side fender, and the rear hatch. It was nothing major, but I painted those panels anyway. And I guess the first and probably most important thing that I've learned that has really helped me is that you really need to use professional products when you're doing bodywork on a car. Here, for example, is professional quality primer. This is high build primer. When you apply this kind of primer to the body on your car after applying some body fill, this helps to fill in pinholes and crevices, and it hides small scratch marks. If you buy most of the primers, really just about all the consumer grade primers at the auto supply shops or the hardware stores, those primers are very, very thin, and even though they may say that they're high build, they really are not. They're extremely thin, and when they go onto the vehicle, they're so paper thin that it really doesn't help you very much. It almost hurts what you're doing to a degree. So the real tip is use professional quality primers, professional quality paints. If you try to use consumer grade stuff, trust me, it's virtually impossible to get truly professional results. You will see in the end the work that you've done to the vehicle. It will not blend properly, it will not mesh, it will stick out kind of like a sore thumb. Water sanding is also the key to a great finish. This will allow you to feather edge in more effectively than dry sanding. It provides a superior result, and then when you apply your primer over this, you're going to have much less in the way of ridges and grooves and scratches, and gives the primer a better chance to fill things in better. A new set of brakes went on just to keep things safe, and a new set of rear shocks took care of a squeak in the back. For peace of mind, I also installed a new front radiator. A new timing belt was installed too, which means this car will likely be good for another 50,000 miles at least. For a total investment of about $1,500, I now have a car that provides reliable daily transportation. For me, it has been a great little winter beater. The design of the Golf has not changed much over the years. That's another great thing about them. Regardless of the model year, they don't really look dated. So a 2007 versus a 2005 versus a 2010 or even a 2019. The design hasn't changed a whole lot. The newer ones are a little rounder than the older ones. It seems that over the years they've gone from having sort of harder edges and squared off lines to rounder lines on the car, but it's still that same hatchback design that has been copied by a lot of different automakers, from Honda to Kia and Hyundai to you name it, right down the line. Chevrolet has done hatchbacks like this. It's a design that really is iconic. The 2-liter engine in this car is basic but durable. It's made to last. Now that the car has been spruced up, it should last a long, long time. It's a pleasure to drive. The suspension on this model provides a cushioned, comfortable ride, but you still get that nimble VW Golf handling. The hatchback design provides an incredible amount of cargo space. The Golf is quite simply one of the greatest cars ever designed. Get one with a good body and drivetrain in any model year, and you really just can't go wrong. That's why this 2007 VW Golf City is SST approved as a great used car buy. Don't go away. Right after these messages, we'll pay tribute to the Fiat 500. Want to save up to 40% on your next car? Learn how with Insurance Claim Auto Auctions, Canada-wide with worldwide shipping. StarkAutosales.com, a better way to buy a car, in person or online.
The Super Geeks Pandora Box 11 Plus is the ultimate retro video game system with upgraded computer processor, full high-definition video output for use on modern TVs, arcade-quality backlit buttons and toggles, the most games with over 3,000 8-bit and 16-bit classics, Super Mario, Pole Position, Mario Andretti Racing, and thousands more. Call 1-866-248-1490 or order online at supergeekssuperstore.com. Super Geeks.
Sally hates paying for cable TV, so she got the Super Geeks Super Tenna. Sally called 1-866-248-1490 and ordered online at the supergeekssuperstore.com. Now she watches dozens of high-definition TV channels for free. Sally gets all the major networks and specialty channels, even old classic shows. You can too, and save money every month. 100% legal, no more monthly fees. Her picture quality is as good as or better than cable. She even gets channels the cable companies don't offer. Compact enough to mount in your attic or on your balcony, and tough enough to mount on your roof. Plus, the Super Tenna comes with a video amplifier and wireless remote control. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Get smart like Sally and order your Super Tenna at supergeekssuperstore.com.
Bring back the excitement with these all-new Super Geeks retro video game console. 621 game SNES style. Super Mario, Street Fighter, Tetris, Pac-Man, and hundreds of other classic video games included. Plug and play on any modern TV and enjoy yesterday's classic games in full high definition. HDMI cable included. Systems come with 2 controllers. Order now from a real person at 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or order online at supergeeks.tv. That's supergeeks.tv. Don't be fooled by cheaper systems. Super Geeks systems use modern HDMI cables for modern full HD quality. 1-866-248-1490. Supergeeks.tv. Super Geek's retro video game consoles, bringing the past into the future. Hey everybody, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome back to the SST Car Show. And now a tribute to the Fiat 500. In fact, here's a look at a Fiat 500F from 1957, and it was recently on display at the Museum of Modern Art. This is the Fiat 500F City Car, designed by Dante Giacasa. The 500 City Car was launched by Fiat in 1957. It was conceived as an economical car for the masses. This rear-engined vehicle was highly popular in Italy, where it was first produced, and later throughout Europe. It is more than 3 feet shorter than a Volkswagen Beetle, yet the interior is surprisingly spacious. The standard featured foldable fabric roof provided a sense of luxury. It also reduced the amount of steel needed to produce the car. This car was displayed at the Museum of Modern Art. It is undeniably cute. Its design is iconic, which is why Fiat brought the car back in its modern form. Its efficient use of space, fuel efficiency, mass production, and smart design provided a reliable, affordable car for the people that provided more freedom while bringing people closer together by giving them more mobility. It also set a benchmark for other automakers. Well, friends, that's all the time we have today. So until next time, I'm Rick Walker reminding you, when you can't get to the car show, we'll bring the car show to you online at SSTCarshow.com.
Maverick Multimedia Production.